A native of Davison, Michigan, Barry Stokes is among the most devastating blockers to wear the green and white for EMU football. A four-time letter winner, Barry's style of play certainly left a lasting impression.
Barry was an incredible player to play next to at EMU. I had the chance to learn a lot from him. Unusual in the fact that he has energy that I've never seen in other linemen. He's tenacious. He doesn't want to stop until either he's buried someone on the ground or he's just made that block for the coach.
Barry played in all 44 games and started 35 during his EMU career. He was able to overcome the beating a lineman's body takes to be there for his teammates, not only during games, but as a motivating force in practice as well.
I can remember at Wisconsin in '94 one time when the whistle had blown and Barry was still 3 or 4 seconds engaged with the blocker, but that was his style. He wanted to make sure you remembered him. He embodies toughness during shoots, which linemen have to do for a few minutes before practice to get their bodies warmed up. You know, sometimes the line would be dragging and Barry would just sense that. And I think he would try to motivate the team and just give it all he had. So he'd come out of the shoots, he'd take maybe someone who's taken the play off, or maybe some freshman who didn't quite understand the intensity needed. And Barry would just come flying out of the chutes and just lay someone right in their back. And coach would say, no, that's what I need.
As captain of the 1995 team, Barry covered the blind side at left tackle for fellow Hall of Famer Charlie Batch. They formed a potent offense and led EMU to one of their most successful seasons. After racing out to a 4-0 start in MAC play, a critical showdown with Toledo loomed, and Barry was a leader once again in providing some special motivation for the team.
You know, our philosophy was you couldn't stop us. We had prepared for so long off the field, weightlifting, running in the morning, that, you know, the confidence was there. I remember before that big game versus Toledo, the entire offensive line, we shaved our heads bald. We became the Bald Eagles. So I remember Barry was the first one to shave his head. And then he passed the clippers on to Matt Gregory, our center, and then I got the clippers next, and it was history after that.
While the squad fell short of their championship goal, there was still a lot on the line as they headed into their final game of the 1995 season.
That last game versus Kent State, we were 5-5, and I remember Coach said, guys, you got a chance to have a winning season. So it was really bad weather the night before. The field was very muddy, but that didn't detract us. We had a mission. We wanted to have a winning season. We went out there and gave it our all, and Barry, it was kind of bittersweet. It was Barry's last game with us, and we knew it. And I just remember a lot of mud, a lot of smiles, and a lot of tears after that game. But it was a great season, and it was a great kind of send-off for Barry's last game.
Barry would go on to play for more than a decade in the NFL. After being drafted by his hometown Lions, Barry spent time in the league with 9 other teams, but it was with the Browns where he seemed to have a breakthrough.
And I remember the first Cleveland game I ever went to. I walked in the stadium, the place is going crazy. And there's Barry Stokes down there in the field. Now he was on kickoff return. And I remember walking out there and seeing my buddy out there and he's pumping his arms and they're playing Eminem and the whole stadium's amped up and I'm looking down at my buddy and I was so proud of him. And he just was electrified. And that's when I knew, Barry, you made it, buddy.
As an NFL veteran, Barry had the chance to play with some of the legends of the game, including Barry Sanders, Dan Marino, and Brett Favre. Barry also played in NFL Europe with the Scottish Claymores and eventually was inducted into that team's Hall of Fame. In addition to his commitment to football, Barry has always been dedicated to his community and children in general.
Kids, I can remember the first time he ever visited my classroom. I took the kids out to recess, and here Barry is playing full sprint football with these kids, and I think he went to chase a little 5th grader carrying a ball, and the 5th grader made a quick cut, and Barry didn't make it as fast as he wanted to, and he tumbled. He rolled 2 or 3 times, and after that we started talking, maybe I shouldn't be playing recess with you, Mike, if I'm trying to make it as an NFL player.
In 2004, Barry founded the Barry Stokes Youth Football League in the Davison-Flint area. Today, it provides more than 900 children each year the chance to learn important life lessons through the game of football. Barry also launched the Barry Stokes Foundation to further support youth development. Barry's contributions to the game of football and commitment to serving others has earned him the respect of many. He has been a great teammate, community leader, and friend, and now he can add EMU Hall of Famer to that list as he enters the E-Club Athletic Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barry Stokes.
It's quite an honor to, first and foremost, be up here from so many alumni and inductees before me. I'm just a piece of the puzzle, and I'm very proud to be a piece of the puzzle. What made today possible? Well, my mother taught me at a young age, as I was raised in a Baptist church, Isaiah 40:31. For those who hope in the Lord, He shall renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. That's been the stronghold, whether I've shown it on the field or off the field. It's been in my heart, and that is what has kept me through all the years, the 12 years in the NFL. And what an honor. This is just a great honor. Dick DeLodge over here, my high school football coach, was the one who, when I didn't show up for class, he was there. He was calling me on the phone. He was making sure that I was doing the things that I needed to do to earn a college scholarship to start out my very fortunate career. If you remember, Coach, in the 7th grade, you were coaching basketball, and he said, in my senior year, he says, you know, the reason why you made that 7th grade team is because of your effort, and that was it. You weren't good at all. Meanwhile, as athletes do, they think, well, I was really good back then. I was the star. But I went from not being the starter to eventually going on and being a force on the football field at Davison High School. During my high school time, I went through a tough period. My parents got divorced, like many of those today. I could be up here and give you all the excuses of why I didn't make it. My friend Mike Farrell, his family took me in my senior year. I was always looking for that perfect family, that perfect thing that would make me successful. And what I found out was God already had my life planned, and He was orchestrating the whole thing. Sometimes we forget that. Jim Harkema was a coach here at the time back in 1992, and he led us to a 1-10 season. Talk about a celebration when we beat Ohio. 7-6. We got made fun of in the papers for celebrating like we won the Super Bowl. But as all of you know, when you put so much into something, it is exciting when you do accomplish your goals. And my goals were the Pro Bowl. My goals were the Super Bowl. And those are the big, bodacious goals I set. Even though I never made it, the farthest I made it was with the Jacksonville Jaguars in 1996 to the AFC Championship game. I think it's very important for you young student athletes in the back of the room to set those goals, to have hope, to encourage other of your teammates and fellow student athletes, because even coming up short with some of those things, you made it a long way. Mike Erickson was my college roommate for 3 years, and now he is a teacher, as you've seen in the photo there, of a great classroom in Saline, Michigan at Heritage Elementary School. I visit many schools and give talks, give kids hope, and I can honestly say that as a graduate, Mike, your class is one of the best that I have visited. And I think that you should be honored in that. And I'm proud to be your friend. We had Brent Ingles here as offensive line coach, who's now coaching for the New Orleans Saints. He was one of my 17 different coaches here at Eastern Michigan. I went from defensive end to tight end to guard to tackle, and after the guard and tackle, you don't go back to another position. You're an offensive lineman forever. One of the things that I got out of that was what I didn't know was to come in the future. I started off with the Detroit Lions. I was released. I went down to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I made the practice squad. I went to the St. Louis Rams, made the practice squad. I went over to Rhein Fire in Germany, and I was cut from the Rhein Fire. I went to the Scottish Claymores, started 2 years with them. I was down in the Miami Dolphins for 2 years, and then finally I came up to Green Bay and got my first start blocking for Brett Favre. What an initial moment at Soldier Field, blocking the backside for Brett Favre. It was just everything coming into one, all that I dreamed of. And then from there, I signed this contract with the Cleveland Browns. I had a TV show. I had a radio show with 1.5 million listeners. I went on from the Cleveland Browns to the New York Giants, a spokesman of the Ronald McDonald House, started my foundation. Everything's good. And then I went down with my first major injury, was a back injury. And I didn't know how I was going to make it through. And somebody always seemed to step up. Like all of you here today, you made your inductee, whatever your relationship is with him, you made it possible. And you don't know how big a part you played. Dr. Ping, my agent, my father, my friend, you can't say that about many agents. Everybody wanted to warn me about who I was to go with, but Tom Boyden, he introduced me to Dr. Ping. And after that, it's 12 years in the NFL. Through studying jiu-jitsu, getting my mind, body, and soul all in the same rhythm, he was a great inspiration to not only me, but some of the former greats, David Pierfort, and many others. I've been very fortunate with the start of my success at Eastern Michigan to buy my mother a house, send my little brother over here through military school, who's going to graduate this year, right, Gilbert? I started up a foundation which was able to help not only the individual kids, but the community. And we have 450 kids in the youth football program right now. It's just awesome to see people come together and work and volunteer their time. I started a new project, which is Project AK47.org, and that's a child soldier rescuing program, maybe in Sri Lanka, Burma, now in Mexico, and it's a project which sets up an orphanage for kids, and it raises them and gives them an opportunity in their own community environment to be a leader in the future. I don't know how many of you are involved in something, a foundation event, or one of those things where you're like, oh, man, I gotta spend this time, and this person don't even care, or I have to go to this dinner for this benefit. I encourage you to do those things. Go to them benefits. Spend a little time with that person and encourage them. I got my cards mixed up. Where'd my number 7 go? Well, there's a couple things that regret the passing away of one of my friends that was a captain at Eastern Michigan, Matt Gillette, last year, 37 years old. So if there's something that I want to leave you with, is every day is so special. We are so fortunate here in America. You don't really understand until you go and see some of the different lives that people are living. We have a roof over our head. We have this fine, silverware and glasses and food. And I just ask you to, every day, make it count. Make a difference. No matter how little or how big. Make a difference in your community. As president of the university, as Ron English is going to make next year with the Eastern Michigan football team. I used to love running out on the field and saying, "Go, hey, woo! Go, go, hey, woo, hey, woo!" You know, we'd be clapping and just firing up. It's time for Eastern Michigan football to be a team that Michigan talks about, and I think that you're going in the right direction. And I'll be there for the support along the way. And last night, President Susan, she said for the alumni of the football team, she's going to donate her suite for one of the games, so I'm going to hold her to that right now. So I encourage it's so awesome to see some of the alumni and friends that come back to support, and you remember them good times, and you know, just remember, with God, all things are possible. And give hope to somebody. If anything I can give you today, the reason why I told you the 9 different teams in the NFL and the 2 different teams in NFL Europe, the reason why I shared that story isn't to make Mr. Stokes look bigger than he is. That's to encourage you after 32 transactions of getting told you're not good enough. Well, you know, you fit in the puzzle, but we just can't do it right now. Or, you got good technique, but we need somebody a little bigger. That's what I want you to leave here today with, is to give somebody hope for a better tomorrow. And that's it. Thank you.